School exams going on? Why is the attendance so low? When? Too early. Huh. I think they've gone to welcome Ganpati. They've not gone to study. Idols have started coming. तो पढ़ने के लिए तो absent नहीं हुआ होगा. Which one had I given as homework? Exercise 2 or 3? Both. Shall I call out the answers or you've checked your answers? Checked? Okay, doubts. Exercise 2, page 144. Those online. We are starting with the doubts of exercise 2 and exercise 3. Okay, first give me your doubts of exercise 2, which is on page 144. Yes? Tell me, what are your doubts?
Passage 1.
Passage 1.
Second.
Okay. Read it. It can be? Underline the word inferred. What is the meaning of the word inferred? Will you find direct information for this inference? Do you find direct information for inference? No. You will find hidden information in the passage that indicates this answer, right? Hidden info. So if you find something given directly, then that is not the answer, because that is not an inference. If something is actually given in the passage and one of that information is given in the options, then is that the right answer? No, because it is explicitly stated. If it is explicitly stated, it is not the answer. Inferred means something that is not openly given. Does that answer your question? What is your doubt? Number 2, what did you choose? Drama in opera. Okay, what is your evidence for B? Opera refers to a dramatic art form, page 144, in which the emotional content is conveyed through music, vocal and instrumental, as it is through the lyrics. By contrast, musical theatre act as dramatic performances primary. Drama in opera is presented using the primary elements of theatre, scenery, costumes, acting. Where did you find evidence that drama in opera is more important than the music? It is actually the opposite. The music is more important. By contrast, underline. What is it in contrast to? It is in contrast to the previous sentence. समझ में आया? So, musical theatre में B would have been correct. But this is not musical theatre. This is opera. Clear? The by contrast word is the transitional phase. Orchestras in operas can vary considerably in size. Last line. Small instrumental ensemble to full symphonic orchestra. है ना? Evidence मिलेगा. Evidence to eliminate options, evidence to back up the correct answer, सब मिलेगा. What? C. What's your doubt? Collection. A collection of things for a purpose.
Or ensemble, they are given the meaning as unique. I think the option is wrong.
Contradict. Did you miss the last word? You did, right? Band, collection, entity, they all mean ensemble. But did you see that? देखो तुमको options देख के ही शक होना चाहिए था, क्योंकि band is also an ensemble, many musicians coming together. Collection तो है ही ensemble. तो अगर दो option एक जैसा है, that means they are looking for opposites. So ऐसे ध्यान रखो कि अगर दो ऑप्शन एक जैसे हैं, that means have I read the question incorrect? Is the question asking for opposites, right? So be alert. Yes, what's your doubt?
The question is asking should contradict.
Contradict means furthest in meaning. Likho. Farthest in meaning. Contradict. Farthest in meaning. Not opposite, but most not matching in meaning. Yes, that is the last one. Unique. Okay. Passage 2. What is the meaning of abhorred? Hated. Defiant, when you're challenging authority. Alluded. Allude is an indirect reference. Constantly alluded to military matters. Alluded is to indirectly refer to something. Correct.
How between hated and hawking, there were both.
No, there weren't both. The context. हाँ, कौन सा sentence है? No, he.
Let this lady take charge of this.
No, one minute. He has the answer to the question. Yes, which sentence? Tell me. Which sentence? The mockery one.
Let this lady take
Let this lady take charge.
He will never see this woman again.
What is that? So, what is the doubt?
But in the first line, it says that he abhorred.
He abhorred what?
Okay.
The term, not the profession, and not female nurses. Female nurses was mockery, na? Mockery kya hai? When you ridicule something, when you make fun of something, right? Specifically to criticize it. Okay, any other doubt from this passage? Which war did Sam fight in? Cannot be deduced. हाँ नहीं लिखा है. That happened somewhere on the Burma border. Whether he fought or whether he was, देखो लिखा है ना, the colonel had to manage with a small band of survivors. Sam repaired and rehabilitated the wounded. He did nursing job. It's not been said whether he actually worked in the army. That's not given. है ना? Or somewhere. So that is also vague, that where he worked as a nurse. Right? Okay. Number 10. Admired is the opposite. Again, dismissed, loathed, forged are all synonyms. Similar meaning, not synonyms exactly. Okay, passage 3.
Ma'am,
Yes?
I have doubt in the eighth sentence.
8th one, previous
Yeah, ma'am.
passage. Which
Yeah.
war did Sam fight in? What did you get as the answer?
No, it was mentioned in the paragraph that the war took place at somewhere in the Indo-China region, Burma border.
Can you read that sentence which you are referring to? Which sentence are you referring to, Neve? Can you read it aloud?
Ma'am, the sentence is in the last fifth line, like that happened somewhere on the Burma border, Indo-China, or somewhere where their company was cut off and the medical units completely destroyed.
तो क्या लिखा है इसमें? Nursing, it trained him in nursing. ये लिखा है. कहीं लिखा है that he fought in the war? No, na? Nursing का evidence
Right,
है.
ma'am.
Not fighting in the war. Right?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
that's why it's not the answer. 8 is cannot be deduced. We don't have information. Okay, I'm going on to passage 3. Style of Japanese cartoons called anime. Yes, all of you are familiar with anime. Number 11. Which of the following is the most effective argument given by the network executives in support of Japanese cartoons in US? This passage is an example of argumentative writing or persuasive writing. है ना? And what are they trying to convince us of? That these network executives are supporting Japanese cartoons in US. These cartoons have been shown in Japan with no negative effect. This is given in the passage that in Japan it has not had ill effect. So why not in the US? See last line. Many of the series now appearing in United States have been shown in Japan for many years with no ill effect. 12. Impetus is a trigger. Jumpstart is an impetus, right? Number 13. Which of the following statements is not true? Now sentence questions like these take longer to solve because you have to verify every option. Answer is B.
In the 13th one, don't you think what B and C are?
D.
B and C.
There are various existing theories.
And it has not
Huh?
cartoon violence to the modern family.
No, but there are various existing theories that has been discussed in the paragraph. That impact of cartoon violence on children, इसके बारे में various theories है. See, evolving theories. Researchers and some industry executives, it is towards the, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth last line. Researchers and some industry executives say this is a result of evolving theories on the impact of cartoon violence on children.
But it is again contradicted as well that
What?
has been going, that has been happening in Japan.
No, it's not. समझो theories है कि नहीं है? The author does not agree with them. Theories तो हैं. The theories exist. The author does not agree with him, with those theories. That is a matter of opinion. But the theories exist, right? So C cannot be the answer, right? Trigger. Trigger for any event or any action, it's an impetus. It's a trigger, right? 15. The fast action Japanese style animation television shows fulfill which of the following needs? Again, this is a factual question. You have to go back and look for the answer. A. Did you do this with time limit? No. So I will recommend everyone, now that you've got the hang of it, this also should have been done in time limit. Time limit is roughly, there are 7 questions, so take like 6 minutes. 6 minutes total. For 7 questions, 6 minutes. 7 questions, 6 minutes. For a passage, depending on the number of questions, you will moderate the number of time, the amount of time. So if you, per question, a minute or less. If it's a factual question, you might take more time because you have to go back to the passage and look for the answer. But what is expected in these comparative exams is 40 seconds. Some questions you should take 40 seconds. Some questions you'll take a minute if the difficulty level is higher. So aim between 40 seconds to 1 minute per question. Try and reduce the time. Keep the accuracy, maintain the accuracy, because I can see your accuracy is quite good. So now when the accuracy is good, try and improve the time. Passage 4. The term desensitization, I'm doing 16 first. The term desensitization in the above passage means, see the same sentence that I was reading. Researchers and some industry executives say this is a result of evolving theories on the impact of cartoon violence on children and an overall desensitization to it among parents. Now, how will you infer the meaning of this? है ना? Because that is what they're asking. So you go back and you read what is it about. So can you see, earlier they've spoken about public's tolerance for blood and guts on TV has traditionally been higher than it is in the United States. This is something that is being discussed again and again. What is the tolerance for blood? है ना, gore. Think about Mirzapur. Think about gangs of Wasepur. I could not sit through it. It was horrible. Too much ketchup all over the screen. So that is what they're talking about, desensitization. कि हमें देख के उसको अब किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. पूरा guts निकला हुआ है, intestine निकला हुआ है, किसी को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. That is desensitization. So there are 2 ways that you will solve such a question. 1, definitely work on your vocabulary, your basic vocabulary. 2, understand words by inference. They are constantly talking about public tolerance to more and more blood and gore on the screen. That is desensitization. कि वो sensitivity लोगों की घट रही है. D is a negative prefix. So that is B. The diminished emotional responsiveness to a negative stimulus after repeated exposure to it. किसका डाउट था ये? आपका ही ना? So repeated exposure means देखते 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 अब कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Okay, so that is what is desensitization. 17 I think was easy. B, it's the main idea. Passage 4. What's the tone of this passage? Is there a tone question? Yeah, the tone question is on 20. एक बार 24 पहले देख लो. See, यहाँ पे they've given the tone. Analytical, descriptive, narrative, cynical. Who was confused between B and C? Descriptive and narrative. Any doubt? No. Everyone agrees with narrative? Okay. Now give me another tone to describe this passage. Because I think the options are way too easy. Apart from cynical and analytical, all the others, itna easy nahi aata. Give me a more accurate tone for this passage. What is the author talking about? What is tone? क्या सिखाया था? First bench. क्या नाम है आपका? दीदी. What is tone? नहीं पता. लिखो. Tone is the attitude of the author towards what he or she is writing. So what is the attitude of the author in this passage? More specific, not just narrating a story. To what? Sympathetic towards what? No. What is the passage talking about? What is the kites? And what about kites? He's talking about the old man handed it to Ali. Kite shop was gone. Quickly go skim through it. Not many people bought kites these days. Nostalgia. The tone of this passage is nostalgic. And your clue is not many people bought kites these days. And then the rest of the paragraph is children prefer to spend their money at cinema. Not many spaces left. But the old man remembered the time when grown men flew kites. And all the rest of the passage is all about the golden era of kite flying. Hai na? So that is nostalgic. So try and understand tone in this way as well. Okay. Doubts, number 19. Abandon, what's the meaning of abandon? When you desert someone. When you ditch, हम लोग casual language बोलते हैं ना, ditch, he ditched me. Ditch is not a word, actually it's a slang word. It means abandoned. Despise is to hate someone. Disdain is to look down upon someone. So despised is not the meaning. D is the answer. Derided. Derided means to look down, to be scornful. Disdain, deride, and scorn. They all mean to look down upon someone. किसी को नीचा दिखाना, right? 20. 20, all of these. No. Okay, any other doubts? I think these are easy. No other doubts? Online? Any other doubts? Okay. Exercise 3. That was also given as homework. Done? Not done. Who has done it? Raise your hands. You've done it. Okay, then I'm giving you 5 minutes. Do the first passage. Passage 1 is left. Okay. Start. मैं लिखने वाली हूँ बोर्ड पे. There are lot of words that are confusing over here. I'm writing all the meanings on the word. Give me 5 minutes. Lucidity also means clarity. It also means flow. Just checking. Clarity of expression. Subtle. Finished reading the passage? Finish reading the passage?
No, yeah.
What does the passage mean?
Author is trying to say that he cannot get the philosophy of the modern day writers, and
What?
he's saying that they have got insufficient training and they need to focus more on going with the philosopher critics.
No. अभी तक सही था तुम्हारा. They need to get more training in what? Last bench. They need to get more training in what? They need to get more training in what? Finish reading the passage.
Literary critics.
No. This is
Writing clearly.
Writing clearly. Very good, Hardik. Writing clearly. The main idea of the passage is that these modern philosophers or modern critics, literary critics, they do not write clearly. And that is because of their lack of skill. And he is critical of them. The tone of this paragraph is critical because the author is criticizing people who cannot write clearly. समझ में आया?
But we have you had they are too skillful for us.
वो बोल रहा है ऐसा नहीं है. वो बोल रहा है ऐसा लिखो कि हर रीडर को समझ में आए. The responsibility of being understood by the reader is the author's and not the reader's. We underestimate ourselves. We feel, oh, maybe we are not understanding it. But maybe it is the author's problem. Maybe it is his lack of skill. ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है. See the evidence for main idea. Underline this sentence. People often write obscurely. Obscurely means hiding the meaning. Obscurely. है ना? Hiding the meanings because they have never taken the trouble to learn to write clearly. So he's criticizing such people. Aberration is something that is not normal. है लिखा हुआ इस passage में? Options. हाँ, I'll do the options also. Options भी बहुत सारे हैं. Wait. Profundity. Profundity is the quality of being profound, deep in thought. So quality of being yes, quality of being deeply, if you know the word profound, it comes from this word. This is the adjective, this is the abstract noun, profundity. Apathetic, apathetic, ये मैंने समझाया था उस दिन. When I was doing tones, can someone tell me what is the meaning? I've done this word with this class. दिया था इसका. Indifference. Indifference. Apathy. I don't care. And I don't care attitude. Apathetic is indifferent. मतलब I don't care attitude. Yes, so we can say government apathy towards the poor is worthy of criticism. Government should not be neglecting the poor people, should not be ignoring that they exist. So when you ignore someone, that is apathy. Okay? Talking too much. Garrulous is talking too much. Are you smiling? What did you say? हाँ I know, पूरा ये vocab का क्लास है. क्या लिखा है? Circumlocutory. ये बड़ा मजेदार वर्ड है. Basically, this is not coming to the point. Have you heard the idiom beating around the bush? This is that. Not coming to the point quickly. So see, look at this word. If you're interested in word roots, this is very interesting. LOC, not line of control. LOC is a root word for speaking. So from LOC comes elocution, loquacious, many words, LOC, LOQ. The root is LOC, LOQ. So LOC stands for speaking. And circum, you know circle, circum. So जब आप गोल गोल बातें कर रहे हो, you are not coming to the LOQ or LOC stands for talking. Yeah, LOC, LOQ. If you keep this in the middle, and you can think of words like, have you heard of eloquent? No. Eloquent is fluent in speech. Eloquent. Can you see the root in between LOQ? Then you have elocution.
Yeah, speaking.
Okay, speaking the recitation kind of competitions that you have at school. Again, LOC. And circumlocution means घुमा फिरा के बात करना, not coming to the point.
And loquacity.
Yes. All talkative. Loquacious. Loquacious, हाँ? Elude, avoid. ये तो लास्ट क्लास में भी दिया था. रिवाइज करो, मीनिंग्स रिवाइज करो, नहीं तो आप एक ही जगह रह जाओगे. Yes. Aberration, not normal. B, option B, 3B. Aberration is not normal. Something that is odd. You know, you say, no, the answer is C. That I'll come to later. Let me get the vocab meanings first. I run out of space, so I'm giving it orally now. Okay. Garrulous, option D. Garrulous is talkative. Garrulous, talkative. Okay. Number 4. Meaning of D. Astuteness. What is astuteness? Keenness of the mind. Sharpness of the mind, astute. Like you can say Dhirubhai Ambani was an astute businessman, very sharp. है ना? So astute is very sharp. Decipher the implications. Means or perspicacity. Perspicacious. So there are two words, perspicacious and perspicuity. Perspicacious is having ready insight into things. Ready insight into, insight means understanding. So लिखो simple words में लिखो, ready understanding of something is perspicacious. Option B, number 6. Okay. Having quick understanding of things. Having quick understanding of things. That is perspicacious. Okay. And what is this perspicuity that is given in the passage? Perspicuity means, देखो दोनों में अंतर क्या है वो समझो. Perspicacious shows an ability to quickly understand things. Perspicuous, no, I'm sorry, can you please make that correction? I gave you the wrong meaning. My mistake. Please change this, everyone. This is clearly expressed and understood. Just write down clearly expressed. So it makes sense that he's talking about expression because he's talking about being able to write clearly. So that is why he's used this word. I don't know. I'm not doing answers right now. Answer will not be B. I just told you. Perspicacity is something else and perspicuity is something else. C is the answer. Correct. Yes? Okay. And number 7. I've given the meaning of number 7. Okay? Subtle is, हम लोग जो बोलते हैं ना बारीकियां, nuances जो आप जल्दी से दिखता नहीं है. Like two shades of red. And there is a minor difference, subtle difference. If you look very carefully, then you can see the difference. At one glance, it is not visible. Like that is subtle, not easily noticeable. But subtle can be used in terms of music, painting, color, statement, anything. Subtle behavior नहीं होता है. Subtle differences in behavior होता है. Subtle differences in statement होता है. है ना? Subtle means थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनना पड़ेगा, तब डिफरेंस पता चलेगा, नहीं तो डिफरेंस पता नहीं चलेगा. राइट? लाइक योर बैग एंड योर द पर्सन बिहाइंड यू, हिज बैग, दोनों रेड है, लेकिन देखो ध्यान से शेड अलग है दोनों का. There's a subtle difference in the shade of red. That is subtle. Got it? Okay. Answers. 1 is C. 2 is B. 2 is B. Okay. Why is it disturbed? Because he's critical. Critical word nahi hai. He's negative, but he's not devastated. No relative of his has died. So he's not devastated or upset, right? But he's not even apathetic. It's not like it doesn't bother him. It does bother him. Apathetic would mean it doesn't bother me.
Ma'am,
Ah,
ma'am, in the first one, why it can't be option A?
Number 1, the central theme of the passage is lucidity has gone for a toss. Please underline gone for a toss. It's a very extreme option. He is not saying that each and every writer on this earth in the modern times all of them suffer from this problem. नहीं, वो नहीं बोला उसने. He is saying this is a common problem. So common cannot be equal to 100%. That's the mistake in option A. They've made common equal to 100%, gone for a toss. So write down too extreme. Remember I told you to avoid extreme options. Always beware, all, none, never, always. Very rarely are these words the answer. So, Gone for a toss is an idiom. Meaning saying पूरा पूरी खत्म हो गया है. Completely finished, huh?
Why can't it go?
1 minute. Answer is C. One, the answer is C because this is his main idea. He's saying just because the thought is deep does not mean the expression has to suffer. Someone can be lucid, clear in expression while expressing deep thoughts. This is the main idea. That's why the answer is C. It can coexist. लिखा है ना? Lucidity can coexist with profundity, deep thought. Yes. Now tell me, what is your question? Number? He does not show anxiety. He does not show. What's the answer at the back? I don't think it's concerned.
Be a place with the
Where is the evidence? If you think it is concerned, I have never had much patience doesn't sound like disturbed. The first line. Read the first line. I have never had much patience. मतलब उसको गुस्सा आ रहा है ऐसे लोगों पे. He is getting impatient with such people. So impatient would have been a correct tone. Concerned is आओ मैं तुम्हें समझा देती हूँ. I'm worried about you. He is not worried. He is criticizing. He is impatient. First line evidence, and then later on it says, you would have thought that men who passed their lives in the study of blah 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 would be at least enough perspicuity to express themselves properly. You would have thought. Underline, you would have thought, meaning कि इतना तो expected है तुम लोगों से. ये क्या तरीका है लिखने का? तो can you see the underlying tone of anger? There is anger in his voice, not concern. He's not worried. Okay. Yes, next doubt. 3 is C. 3 is C. 4 is D. Obscurity is an aspect common to all great literary critics. This is there in the passage, right? Literary, even in literary critics. दिया हुआ है passage में. Yeah. And 5 is Bombay, B. Decipher the implications of philosophical works.
मैम
Yes.
डिसाइफर का मीनिंग क्या होता है?
किसका?
डिसाइफर
Decode. Decipher means to understand, to decode. Third and fourth. Okay. Which of the following is true about the writer's perception of literary critics? देखो, they have never taken the trouble to write clearly. That means what? उनको ठीक से लिखना नहीं आता. They choose inappropriate expressions. ये तो कहीं नहीं लिखा है. हाँ बोलो. A. घुमा फिरा के का एविडेंस है कहीं पर? कहाँ लिखा है पैसेज? घुमा के बोलते होंगे या कोई चीज को प्रॉपर उसका वर्ड्स नहीं यूज करते हैं, हमको कैसे पता? उतना स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन दिया है? नहीं. देन हाउ कैन वी अज्यूम? ऐसा हम दिमाग में इक्वल टू कर लेते हैं कि इसका मतलब ये होगा, बट डोंट अज्यूम. Whenever you are stuck between two close options like these, go back to the passage and look for evidence. If there isn't evidence for a specific option, don't choose it. Choose the correct option which goes with the theme. With the theme goes C. Whenever you're in doubt, and this is a quick hack, whenever you're in doubt, what should the answer be? And you're close, because this is close. You can assume ki why not circumlocutory? His point is valid. Then think about it. Is there specific evidence for this specific point? Go through the passage. Number 2, what fits in with the theme? Tick that answer. More often than not, the one that goes with the theme is the correct answer. Here it is option C, right? Inappropriate expressions. Because it's broader and it is in line with the theme. That's why. Number 4, which of the following is least likely to be inferred from the passage? देखो इसमें क्या है? A, C and 1 minute. Who comes with good training? C and D, have you found? C and D are there. C can be inferred from the passage. It is a part of the main idea. Least likely to be inferred का मतलब क्या है? Cannot be inferred from the passage, right? That means other options can be inferred. Can you find obscurity is an aspect common to all? Sorry, this one, clarity of. Answer मिल गया. Underline all. All. Option B में underline all. अगर all कट जाएगा तो ये आंसर नहीं है. उसने all नहीं बोला है. उसने बोला है some modern literary critics. All कहीं नहीं बोला है. That is why that is the answer, because that is least likely to be inferred. Besides, the other options can be inferred. A, C, and D can be inferred from the passage. Everyone clear? Number 5. Why does he bring in reference of the philosophical writers? To decipher the implication of philosophical works. Right? 6. Author alludes obscurity to writers because, and he says, training nahi hai. And that line I have already discussed. Right? They've not been trained. Choose the correct alternative. Delicate. What is the meaning of sordid? I'm just looking it up. Sad. Okay, immoral. Sordid means immoral. 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 Okay, passage 2. How many of you have done it? Not done. कर लो. फिर ना तुम लोग passage 2 and 3 एक साथ करो. So I can discuss passage 2 and 3 together. Yes. So there are 5 minus 8, 15. Minus 17 questions. Start.
मैम इमिटेशन का मीनिंग क्या होता है? मैम
Yeah. Imitation.
यस.
Copying. IMITATION. Copy करना. Yes.
ओके.
You'll get the homework. WhatsApp. एक एक करके मैं सब लिख रही हूँ. Plaudits are rewards, I think. Like rewards. Recognition. No, they've used it in a metaphorical sense. The meaning is the same. Metaphor. It is used as a metaphor. Refrain means preventing yourself from doing something. Refrain from smoking. Signboard रहता है ना? You stop yourself.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of fructifying?
Coming to fruit. Fructifying means when something comes to fruit. Something bears rewards. Something that is fruitful. Fructifying food फिर इसमें था ना? Fructifying power, meaning fruitful power, bringing to fruit. Lopsided is bent in one direction. Bent or inclined in one direction. Innovation is a messiah. Messiah means a prophet, a savior. You know what is a catalyst? है ना? हाँ, chemistry. But metaphorically, it means an important factor of change. Something that causes change. It's change agent. है ना? It's the metaphorical meaning of what you have in chemistry.
Lopsided means किसी एक की side लेना.
हाँ, जैसे you can say that company, हाँ, bias, company laws favor employees more than employers. They are lopsided. है ना, एक ही तरफ झुका हुआ है. ये एक ही ऑप्शन में दिया हुआ है, इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिया सेपरेट. सुपरसीड दिया हुआ था कहीं पर. लेजिटिमाइज लिखा है ना मैंने. मेकिंग लीगल, मेकिंग लेजिटिमेट. Take the place of. Take the place. Supersede. Take the place. Yes. Huh? Wary means cautious, careful. Okay, everyone should have started the second passage now. Huh? Where? Spelling. Applauded, praised, highly praised. कहाँ लिखा है ये? मुझे मिला नहीं है. Plaudits are rewards. Plaudits are rewards. Expression of praise, approval. Expression of praise or approval, plaudit. Huh? You're asking, is it from the same root? I don't know. हो सकता है, maybe. हाँ, हो सकता है. हाँ. So lampoon is a technique used in satire. Satire is a more broad term. It's a broader term. But lampoon is a technique that a lot of satirical writers use because essentially their objective is the same: mock and criticize. Stand on a pedestal is what Indians do to Sachin Tendulkar. एकदम ऊपर रख के उसकी पूजा करना, है ना? All cricketing heroes, धोनी, कोहली, सबको ऊपर रख के एकदम पूजा करना, आरती करना उसका. That is put on a pedestal and worship. Look upon in a very worshipping manner, devoted manner. You're really devoted to something. So he is criticizing this obsession we have with innovation. He's saying we put it on a pedestal. We think innovation is the only thing that matters, but it's not the only thing that matters. And other things can also be successful. Sometimes the second copy of an imitation is sometimes the business model is more lucrative. So it's not only the innovation that should be praised and recognized by companies, but also the second thing that might be more important financially, economically, right? See, his main idea is over here, page 149. The most unhappily negative effect may be the creation of an environment in which people who frequently suggest imitative practices got viewed as being somehow inferior or less worthy. This is what he disagrees with, right? Imitation is not necessarily a bad thing. That's why he says systematic. What is the meaning of systematic? Organized, following a system. Systematic imitation is something he recommends. Okay, next passage.
The main idea of the passage, shouldn't it be that imitation needs to be promoted?
No. Again, overstatement ho gaya ye. He's not saying imitation needs to be promoted. He's saying an environment that only promotes innovation to the detriment of imitation is a wrong environment in any corporate structure, in any company. He's not saying imitation should be promoted. नहीं. ये extreme हो गया.
The continuation of the same diagram, it states that refrain from championing the imitative strategies upon most early implementation, the continued bread and butter of their company depend.
Let me read the sentence. Taking their cues from the system of rewards, people may then, underline then, it is a transition word from the previous sentence. He's saying that if such an environment is created where innovation is rewarded and even systematic imitation is punished, so then people will take their cues. Cues means clues, hints from the system, and then they will systematically refrain from, they will stop trying to imitate good practices. I'll give you an example of what he's saying. Have you seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari? Yes, who's seen it? You've seen it. So must watch movie. It's a very good movie. Ford versus Ferrari in a nutshell. Ferrari was into racing cars much before Ford. And there was a time in the 1960s where there was a 24-hour race. It's still there, Le Mans, it's called, in France. Yeah? So the Ferrari used to win it every year, whereas Ferrari is such a small company. But they had perfected the art of creating these racing cars. Ford's sales were slumping for 3 consecutive years. The sales kept systematically going down. So there was this marketing genius in Ford called Lee Iacocca. There's a book written by him. So he said, let's copy Ferrari. Let's enter the racing car segment and let's make our cars attractive to the younger generation. The younger generation finds us old and boring. We have to change that perception. It wasn't his idea. He copied it from Ferrari. So, and it worked. And rest is history. Ford is still very much popular, right? Imitation, कुछ गलत तो नहीं किया, execute किया idea को. That is what this author is saying. If Ford had not encouraged imitation, then this idea would have been shelved and Ford's sales would not have been revived, right? So that is what he's saying. He's saying if you create this system of rewards, then people will refrain from championing the imitative strategies. Imitative means copying strategies that have worked for other companies. Then they will stop doing that because imitation to mana hai. But that is wrong for the company. That is what the author is saying.
If you continue it, it says upon whose early implementation.
Early implementation of the copying of the idea, yes.
The continued bread and butter of the company is the main.
Yes, so what?
Bread and butter is getting
हाँ, तो तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्या है?
for A, the answer that is given is B. Sorry, C. That imitation is being compromised at the expense of innovation.
हाँ, वो बोल रहा है ऐसा. This is what he's criticizing. He's saying that it is not imitation is not being recognized as a form of earning revenue for the company.
But if we take the whole passage as a whole, we see that
Which option do you prefer?
B.
B. Okay, let me read. Imitators need to be promoted as they are catalytic in earning revenue for the organization. Please write down next to it. I'll explain, but please first write down. Underline need to be promoted. Overstatement. Extreme option. This is tricky. He is not saying need to be promoted. He is saying need to be recognized. Promoted and recognized में फर्क है. If it would have been given, imitation should be recognized.
Supporting.
मतलब promoted and recognized में क्या फर्क है? Promoted means और कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ वही करो. यही एक तरीका है रेवेन्यू अर्न करने का. इमिटेशन करो. इसने ये नहीं बोला है कि यही एक तरीका है. This is the only way that a company can grow. No. He's saying this is one of the ways. Please recognize it. Don't only recognize innovation. Please recognize imitation also. So he's not saying need to be promoted as they are, and ये भी नहीं बोला है that they are the only catalysts, as they are catalytic. ये नहीं बोला. He's saying one of the catalysts. So what we always say, write down over there, select options which are more moderate. Select options which are moderate, not extreme. See previous paragraph also, what was it? All, था ना? All something. And immediately we knew we could not infer that because all लिख दिया था. So this is also something like that. It's an extreme option. Whereas imitation is being compromised at the expense of innovation, he has given this. There is evidence for this. We often mistake innovation for what is really imitation. We often mistake, which means it is a common mistake that is given, that imitation is being compromised at the expense. And last paragraph supports this. It is an over. Now, देखो कितना clear है why it is not B. Can you read the first sentence of the last paragraph, Het?
Perhaps then overstatement to say that innovation is the false idea and a mistake to say that imitation is the new machine.
यही तो बोल रहा है कि मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. मैंने वो ऐसा नहीं. Also, savior नहीं है. One strategy. वो भी एक strategy हो सकता है. ये नहीं बोल रहा है कि वो savior है. Innovation बकवास है. जमीन पता चल रहा है कि it cannot be B. उसी से पता चल गया. Right? So there is evidence. Okay, next doubt. हाँ. Underline substandard. कहाँ लिखा है ये तो? Least likely. वो तो बोल रहा है कि it is a good standard. Substandard is a negative term. You cannot infer this, ना? कि इसका क्वालिटी खराब है. ऐसे नहीं बोल रहा है. वो तो उल्टा बोल रहा है. वो तो बोल रहा है कि सिस्टमैटिकली इमिटेट करो. कोई गलत नहीं है. Likely support. हाँ. Have you done 12? I'll give all the answers. 8 is C. 9 is B. Just check with the answers at the back. This is what I have ticked. 8 is C. 9 is B for Bombay. 10 is B. 11 is B, Bombay. 12 is C. 13 is B. 14 is B for Bombay. 15 is Bombay. हाँ मैंने भी नहीं, आंसर विल बी बी। 13C दिया हुआ है पीछे, बी है ना? हाँ बी ही है। हाइपरबोली, एग्जैजरेशन। आई थिंक तुम और पीछे का आंसर्स देख रही होगी। हाँ 12th and 15th। Which of the following views is the author likely to support? ये मेन आइडिया से कनेक्टेड होते हैं ऐसे क्वेश्चंस। The system of rewarding in a company should be done away with, ये उसने नहीं बोला है। B, advantages of innovations are recognized only by successful companies, कहाँ लिखा है ये? C, imitation is more effective than innovation when it comes to increasing business, ये देखो इसका ना एविडेंस है। more effective than innovation when it comes to increasing business। एक मिनट, कहाँ? can you tell me the sentence? हाँ वही early implementation, हाँ the continued bread and butter। नहीं बट ये कहाँ लिखा है? नहीं नहीं, एलिमिनेशन से मिल जाएगा, एलिमिनेशन से मिल जाएगा, yes definitely, because A, B and D are definitely wrong, yes, but there if you read closely na, you will find evidence for C also. One evidence is what he pointed out, the first line on page 150, but और भी evidence होगा, there will be more evidence for this। Okay, 13 is B, 14 is, why is it B? What is it? What is it critical of? Can someone tell me in one sentence at the back? आप बताओ, what is he critical of? What is he criticizing? वैसे I will explain another meaning of critical, but first tell me why is it called critical? The style of the passage. क्या criticize हो रहा है? It's criticizing the fact that companies give far more importance to innovation than to imitation. They're saying that it is a lopsided policy. The word lopsided tells you he is criticizing. The diction gives you the clues. है ना? So the words that people will refrain from doing such things if they get the wrong cues, all that is diction in favor of critical. वो डांट रहा है companies को. Okay. Who said comparative? क्या कंपेयर हो रहा है? उससे ज्यादा है, mere comparison नहीं है। Comparison would be on one hand this, on the other hand this, but it is not merely comparing. He's crossing the line and saying more of imitation, please. Imitation is what businesses survive. He's saying statistically, if you look at the statistics, statistically, arithmetically, it is not possible that all these companies are innovating. Obviously, all these, अभी AI को ही देख लो, innovation एक ने किया था, फटाफट बाकी सब कॉपी कर लिए, right? OpenAI was the one who innovated. Microsoft कॉपी करते कितना टाइम लगा? फटाफट overnight everyone copied. Not everyone innovated. So what he's saying, arithmetically it is not possible that सब कोई बैठ के innovation करेगा. So arithmetically you have so many companies who are succeeding, that means there is imitation. Recognize it. Why aren't you recognizing it? That's what the author is saying. 15. People are discouraged from being creatively innovative. Which of the following is the author apparently most wary of, cautious of? Discouraged from being critically innovative. Next passage I don't think anyone has done. Who has done? You've done. Both of you, without doubts. I'll go straight away to the doubts. हाँ, एक बार आंसर्स एक बार चेक कर ले. Check with the answers at the back. 16 is C, 17 is C, 18 is A, 19 is D, 20 is B for Bombay, 21 A, 22 C, 23 A, 24 B, 25 D. You can see how much you need to work on vocabulary. 23, 24, 25 are all vocabulary. 17 first. You can eliminate A. Keep prowling lions away तो नहीं था. देखो ध्यान से देखो. Humans now had a dependable source of light and warmth and a deadly weapon against prowling lions. Not long afterwards, what did they do? They started deliberately burning down their neighborhoods for B and C. Okay. 18th. What does the author mean when he says fire not only changed, it changed its biology as well? देखो यहाँ पे लिखा है. It changed its biology as well. Next line. Cooking killed germs and parasites that infested food. हो गया.
They do not eat humans. Started to eat what they do not eat, and then after they do eat.
देखो, what does the author mean by changing the food's chemistry is explained in the next line. So why you give me huh? Fire not only changed food's chemistry, it also changed its biology. Cooking killed germs and parasites. Humans also had a far easier time chewing and digesting old favorites such as fruits, nuts, insects and carrion if they were cooked. नहीं, तुमको अपना इतना knowledge नहीं लगाना है, तुमको language समझना है. What does the author imply? The question over here is, what does the author mean? What does the author mean when he says fire not only changed food's chemistry, it changed its biology as well? उसके ठीक बाद है, it killed the germs. Close, yes. उसके ठीक आगे या ठीक पीछे. Can we do it in the next class? So others will get a chance to do it as well. Any doubts online?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right, bye.